can hear me from sitting over here with the cats. Let's do this. Yes, perfectly. Oh, sweet. Hi, this is Shu. He's my big fat beast. Okay, I'm gonna try again. I'm sorry that, yeah. Okay, I think we're good. Tara says yes. I'm sorry that we're late. Technical difficulties suck, and I thought I had this figured out yesterday, but I didn't figure all of it out, apparently. I had some crazy noise things yesterday, but I thought I figured that out. I'm really sorry I don't have any of my stuff prepared. My yoga stuff is in my husband's car, and usually Mom has that, and it's here, but he had to work today, and he took that car, and not the silver car, and I don't know, things are just crazy. So I'm going to make something up, and it's going to be awesome. I'm going to do my best to keep us facing the camera, so my mat towel is long ways, so that I can be facing the camera most frequently. And when I'm doing something else, that way you can see more of my body, I think, instead of just like the front view of me. So there might be a little bit of time when I'm facing like to the side, but that's just so you can see how my legs and stuff are. This is Tiger. He's going to be the most helpful kitty when we're doing this because he loves it when I'm on the floor. All right, so we're going to start sitting down on our mats, kind of in the middle, however, in a comfortable seated position. You don't have to be legs crossed. That's just comfortable for me. But I want you to be comfortable and able to sit here for a few minutes. We're going to start with breathing. I don't know if everybody got to see my pre-breathing exercise, so I'm going to go over it again for anybody who didn't get to see my beginner video. And I definitely want you to at least have like a towel or a blanket and a pillow with you, which my lovely assistant will have to bring to me. For the second half of our video, we are going to be doing a lot of relaxation, and so I want you to be comfortable while you're on your floor, and a towel and a blanket and a pillow will definitely help with that, and I'll explain the best ways to use those props as we do each pose. So, without further ado, it is 3:15, and I guess we'll go till 4:15, and I'll get started. I want you guys to put one hand here on your Adam's apple, and I want you to swallow. And when you swallow, you should feel your Adam's apple move up and down just a little bit. It should move. We're going to focus on moving our Adam's apple when we're doing a little bit of breathing. So I want you to push your other hand in front of your face. And don't worry, you look foolish, but you're in your living room so nobody can tell. I want you to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth like you're fogging up a mirror. And you might notice with your mouth open even that your Adam's apple moves up a little bit every time you breathe out. So we're going to continue to that, but we're going to close our lips. So it's going to sound loud in the back of your throat, like you're warming up an ice cube in your throat. Every time you exhale, you should be able to feel your Adam's apple move up. Your epiglottis is moving out of the way, is the technical term. This is the breathing that we're going to focus on throughout our entire practice, but especially towards the end when we are doing our relaxation. It should be very loud. It's another word for this pranayama breathing is ocean breath, and it kind of sounds like the ocean rushing in and out. So I want you to drop your hands once you've gotten the hang of that. And I just want you to focus on your breathing, making your inhales the same length as your exhales. Maybe closing your eyes. I won't move, I promise. I want you to focus on being present in the here and now, forgetting about the things that you might be worrying about earlier in the day, forgetting about what we have to make for dinner or the meal prep that we're going to do later. now we're going inside. On your next inhale, I want you to open your eyes, roll your shoulders back, and we're going to come into child's pose. So our child's pose, our knees should be wide apart so that our belly fits in between them. We sit back on our heels as far as we can go, and our arms stretch out in front of us. Chest comes to the floor as we can. I know some of us have some big breasts and chest doesn't come all the way down to the floor. Don't suffocate yourself. On your next inhale, I want you to come up into tabletop. This is an all fours position. Your feet can come in your knees can come in just a little bit so that they're more square with your hips. Shoulders come aligned with wrists. We're going to inhale, arch our back up, drop the head down, tuck the pelvis in, come into a mad cat. Exhale, belly comes down to the floor. Hip bones go to the back wall, head comes up. Inhale, arch the back up. Exhale, drop the belly down to the floor into a cow. So I know you guys can inhale and exhale faster than I can talk. I want you to go ahead and make this your own. As you inhale, reach the back up. As you exhale, drop the belly down to the floor. Just go with the timing of your own breath. Maybe one pose feels a little better to your back. So right now we're just warming up our spine, getting ready to move and be strong. Maybe you want to do some barrel rolls or rock side to side. When you're ready, I want you to bring it back to stillness. If you have blocks, put your hands on your blocks. If you don't, that's okay. We're going to curl our toes under. We're going to come up into our first down dog. If you find that down dog is uncomfortable, you can If you find that down dog is uncomfortable, you can stay in tabletop. We're going to start to pedal out our dog, just picking one foot up and then the other. The purpose of this is to warm up our calves and the tendons in our feet, and even start to work on our hamstrings. If this isn't comfortable, you can stay in tabletop and extend one leg out, bring it back in, extend the other leg out, just really flexing those feet and start working on the backs of our legs. So this is our first option for modification. Alright, I'm going to try to do my best not to give you too many chaturangas and up and down, but we will go over the chaturanga thing, chaturanga modifications as well during the first part. So if you're still in tabletop, go ahead and come up to down dog. We're going to bring our right foot to our left hand, our left foot to our left hand. Inhale, reach up when you're ready. Yay, we've made it through most of our warm-up. Exhale, forward fold. So your feet can be close together or they can be hip distance apart. If you need to bend your legs a little bit, that's okay. You can have a little micro bend in your knees. I want you to inhale and halfway lift. I really want a nice flat back here, no cheating. You can even put your hands up or back. That helps me make sure I get a flat back. And forward fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift to a flat back. And fold just a little deeper. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. This time when we lift up halfway, we're going to cross our arms in front of us. We're really going to hang our head down low. We're going to rock side to side in a ragdoll pose. This is our last little bit of getting the kinks out of our back. Really let your head hang down loose. Warm up the neck. Do what feels good on your body. When you're ready, gently roll up one vertebra at a time. When we get to the top, we're going to inhale and reach up. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to bend our knees just a little bit. Place the hands firmly on your blocks or on your mat. Step back into down dog. All right, so option one for our chaturanga, we are going to roll forward into the plank. If you need to drop your knees, feel free to drop your knees. Everybody's going to come back to child's pose. We're going to take 2 breaths. And then we're going to come back up to down dog. That is option one for your go or flow. When I tell you to pick your flow, that's option one. We're going to bring right foot to right hand, left foot to left hand. Inhale and reach up. We're going to take our, see, if I move the front foot back, what foot does that look like to you?
It is your right.
That is my right? If you were doing it according to the video, would you say that would be your right foot?
If they're yeah.
If I'm mirroring you?
If they're mirroring me.
If they're mirroring me, that would be their right foot too?
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. That's actually my right foot. I always have to do that backwards in class. Hi, baby. All right, so we are in warrior one position here with your right foot. The back foot is on edge. That means it should be mostly parallel with the back of your mat. The front leg is bent. Our hips, everybody put your hands on your hips. Our hips are not open. They are forward. And we're going to reach up. And remember, if your arms get tired, hands can always come here or they can come here because it is hard to hold your hands up for a long time. All right. We're going to bring our hands down to the mat. Our left foot is going to step back into down dog. Everybody's going to roll forward into plank, dropping your knees if you need to. And option number 2, we drop our knees down and we come all the way to the floor. Can you see me on the floor? More or less.
Yeah, well, it's delayed, so.
Oh. Ha! Okay.
Yes, I can see you on the floor.
Great. We're going to come all the way to the floor and we're going to come up into a baby cobra. So your baby cobra can be right here. This is your option number 2 for a go or flow. Or if your back is warm enough, it can be all the way up here if you need a little extra stretch. I find that that's a little too much for me. I usually come here. So option number 2 for go or flow, we come to baby cobra, we come down, and we come back into down dog. We only spend a couple breaths down on the floor. We're going to bring our left foot to left hand, right foot to right hand. Inhale and reach up. Okay, we're going to step back with our left foot. Back foot is on edge. We're in warrior one again. Same pose, just on the other side. Reaching up when we have our balance. And we're going to bring our hands down to the mat. Step back to down dog. Roll forward to plank. The third option that we had is you can pick either a full push-up or a half push-up, but I always drop my knees. We come down halfway, elbows stay tucked in close to the body. Then we reach up, picking up the knees, flattening the feet to the floor in up dog, and then we roll back to down dog. So Pick your flow whenever you're ready. You don't have to, you can pick a different one each time. It doesn't matter. All right, let's get this started. Right foot to right hand, left foot to left hand. Inhale, reach up. Step back with your right foot into warrior one. We're going to open to the front. Hi, ladies. Into warrior two. So shoulders should be over our hips. When our shoulders are over the hips, we should be able to look down and see the majority of our foot. Your knee should not be way over here. This will hurt your knee. It should be way back up here. If you need to broaden your stance a little bit, I'd rather you broaden your stance than hurt your knee. And we bring our gaze over to the front of the mat. So the fun thing about Vinyasa Flow is that we do the same thing over and over again every time we add something a little different. So we did warrior one, then we did warrior two. We'll do something else next time. All right. Hands come down to the mat. Step back into down dog. We roll forward into plank. And we go or flow. So pick your option. I'm going to come all the way down to the floor in our option two and up into my baby cobra. We hold that for 2 breaths. And we drop down, come back to down dog. All right, I'm gonna try something weird. We're gonna bring right foot to right hand, left foot to left hand. Inhale, reach up. We're gonna step back with our right foot, but then we are going to open into warrior two. Then we're going to transfer around so that I can still face you and come to warrior one on the other side. I need to watch more yoga videos because I don't know how they do it when they're always facing you. So we're on warrior one on the other side. Open into warrior two on the other side. We're going to bring our hands down to the mat. Step back to down dog. Roll forward into plank and go or flow. Look at you, pretty girl. Mom, do you think you can find me a piece of gum?
Yeah.
When you're ready, meet me back in down dog. Right foot comes to right hand, left foot comes to left hand. Inhale and reach up. Are you guys warm yet? Are you breaking a little sweat? So this time we are going to step back with our left foot. Warrior one. Open into warrior two. Thank you, ma'am. And now for our addition, we're going to come down into side angle. So our elbow comes down to our knee, and we reach up. And if your elbow doesn't come all the way down to your knee, you can just come here. That's okay. You don't want to be super far bent like this. That's not so good. Really, you want your shoulders and your knees to be kind of stacked up. This is a great pose. I like this pose. We're going to reverse this, bringing our left hand down, straightening our front leg, bringing our right hand up into archer. You want to try that side angle one more time? Bend the front leg, bring the elbow to the knee, back arm comes up. We're going to reverse one more time. Then we're going to cartwheel our hands down, step back to down dog, and pick our flow. So maybe you want to get brave this time, drop your knees down, do a half push-up, come to up halfway, then up into up dog. When you're ready, come back to down dog. We're going to bring our right foot to right hand, left foot to left hand. Inhale, reaching up. We're going to step back with our left foot again. We're going to open around all the way to the other side. So we're in warrior one on the other side. Open into warrior two. And come down into side angle on that other side. It's definitely hot in my house today. We're going to reverse this, bringing our top hand down, straightening the front leg, coming up into archer. We're going to come down one more time into our side angle. So again, if you don't have to go quite down that far. You can come down here. Although if you really wanted to, you could come down here too. We're going to reverse this, straightening the front leg, coming up into archer. And hands come down around to the floor. Let's step back to down dog. Roll forward into our plank. Woo! Have we done enough planks today? And pick your flow. Maybe you want to come down into child's pose because you need a little break. We're going to take 2 breaths. And then we're coming back to down dog. Right foot comes to right hand, left foot comes to left hand. Inhale, reach up. Right foot comes back into our warrior 1. We open into warrior 2. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing okay. We're going to come down into side angle. Remember, go ahead and pick your position. If you want to come down here, that's cool. You don't have to. Don't hurt yourself. Straighten up into archer. Come down into side angle. Hi, tiger. Yes, you're so good. All right. For our addition, we are going to bring our top hand. We're going to add our twist. I always do a twist and a balance in all of my power flows. So our top hand comes down to our knee. Our bottom hand comes around and we twist. So we can twist just like this. We can make it a little bit deeper. Or we can bring both of our arms in if you can hook that opposite elbow around. But if you are here, that's great. Just be balanced and strong. So our top hand comes back down to our knee. Our bottom hand comes up and we untwist. How was that? That was all right? Feels good because we're going to do it on the other side in a second. Straighten up into archer. And hands come down to the mat. We pick our flow. Come back to down dog. Roll forward into plank. And pick your flow. When you're ready, come back to down dog. How are your feet doing? A lot of people complain that their feet cramp in the middle of class. Whenever we're in down dog and your feet are starting to cramp, pedal your feet up. It really helps. If you're not used to balancing very much, the muscles in your feet actually work really hard. So if you need time to just kind of stretch a little bit, stretch the tendons out, this is really good for plantar fasciitis. All right, we're going to bring our right foot to right hand, left foot to left hand. Inhale and reach up. Bring our right foot back. And we're going to come around to the other side in our warrior 1 on the other side. Open into warrior 2. Come down into side angle. Straightening up into archer. Coming down into side angle. Our top hand is going to come down to our knee. Our bottom hand is going to come back. We're going to twist. We're going to twist however we can. Our top hand comes back down to our knee. Our bottom hand reaches up. We untwist. And we reverse all the way up into archer. Hands come down to the mat. We step back down to down dog. Roll forward into plank. And choose your flow. We spend 2 breaths down on the floor, and then we come back to down dog, because there's more. When you're ready, bring your right foot to right hand, left foot to left hand. Inhale and reach up. You guys, I totally didn't even set an intent for you. I'm such a bad teacher sometimes. Hold on. Our left foot comes back into warrior one. And we swing around. Look, we can make it pretty. Into warrior one on the other side. Open into warrior two. And we come down into our side angle. Our top hand comes down to our bottom hand. The bottom hand comes up. Top hand comes down. And we untwist. And we straighten up into archer, straightening that front leg, giving it a little break. So both of our feet, we're going to turn them both so that they're facing the camera. We're going to come down into a wide-legged squat. Oh, I did this last week in my yoga class. It was painful. So your feet should be turned out just a little bit. Legs are really quite wide. And you squat down as low as you can. And if you need to brace your arms, you definitely can. You can bring your arms out here to goddess. This is our goddess pose because you are all goddesses. I love this pose. So what we did Thursday is we brought it down just as low as we could, and then we reached out to the front of our mat. So we really elongated our back and really braced with our legs. Ooh, my legs are shaking already. We're going to breathe here for 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. We're going to come back up, straighten all the way up, straightening those legs, woo, into 5-pointed star. Shoes. Come on now. All right. We started from that side, I'm pretty sure. So we are going to come back around to the front here, come down to the mat, step back to down dog, roll forward into our plank, and pick your flow. Oh, I don't know where I'm going to go in my flow. Remember just spending a couple breaths down on the floor. And then we're back to down dog because we got to do that on the other side. Right foot comes to right hand, left foot comes to left hand. Inhale and reach up. We're going to step back with our right foot. We're going to come around to the other side, making that graceful and pretty. Warrior one on the other side. Opening into warrior two. Coming down into side angle. Top hand. So we can, top hand comes to bottom hand into heart center prayer, or we can bring your top hand to your knee, but this is a little more advanced. We can switch elbows, just in case you want an extra challenge. Yeah, you want an extra challenge? Okay, we're gonna come untwist our pretzels. Top hand reaches up, and we follow that hand around into archer, straightening the front leg. Both of our feet come pointed towards the camera, and we sink down into a squat. Well, I hope I don't sound as terrible and out of breath and out of shape as I feel. So if you want a little extra challenge, we're going to sink way deep in our squat and reach forward, elongating our back. If we have a block, this is a good place to put your hands under a block or under a tiger. Yes, oh, you beat me up, huh? Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and gently roll up, straightening the legs, come back into 5-pointed star. We're going to come back around to the front, hands come down to the mat. We step back into down dog, roll forward into our plank, and drop our knees and pick your flow. When you're ready, meet me back in down dog. Right foot comes to right hand, left foot comes to left hand. Inhale, reach up. Left foot steps back into warrior one. We sweep around to the front. And the other side of our mat to warrior one on the other side. Open into a warrior two. Elbow comes down to our knee. Side angle. Mom, can you find me a headband in my bedroom?
Sure.
I need a headband. I'm sweating in here. Wearing long sleeves and long pants, and I know it's not cold in my house. Top hand comes to our knee. Bottom hand comes around and we twist. Top hand comes back down. Bottom hand comes up. Untwist. Straightening the front leg. Coming back. Let's see. Yeah, we'll come back into our goddess squat. Legs come around. Feet face the same way. We squat down. Hands come up into our goddess. We squat deep, deep. We reach forward, lengthening the back. And when you're ready, roll up to the top, straightening the front legs. Coming up into 5-point star. Oh my God, it matches. You rock.
Yeah, so open the back door.
All right, 5-point star. We are going to come around to the left. And this time, our back leg, this is the balance that I promised you guys, our back leg is going to stay up. And we're going to come into airplane, like airplane. So airplane, our arms are back, and this can be your airplane. If you are challenged and balanced right here, this is it. If not, bring it up a little bit, bring it up a little bit, bring it up a lot of it, bring it up wherever you are comfortable. My airplane always slides just a little bit to one side. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Foot comes next to your other foot. We're in mountain pose again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come down to the mat. We step back to down dog. Roll forward into plank. And choose your flow. Maybe you want to come down into child's pose. Just a couple breaths on the floor, and then we meet back in down dog. Right foot comes to right hand, left foot comes to left hand. Inhale and reach up. Step back with that right foot. And we come around to the other side. Warrior one on the other side. We open into warrior two. Bring that elbow down to our knee. Top hand comes to our bottom hand. Bottom hand comes up. We twist. Top hand comes down. Bottom hand comes up and untwist our pretzels. And we follow that hand around, straightening into archer. Both hands come up. We face our feet towards the wall. And we squat down into our goddess pose. We sink really deep into our goddess pose, reaching, elongating our back, reaching forward. Hold it for 2 breaths. 1 more breath. And roll up when you're ready. Coming all the way up into 5-pointed star. We're going to come back around to the front on our back leg here. Hands come down behind us in airplane. Our back leg gets to be our balance. So we can balance here. Slowly start bringing that leg up. The chest does come down, but it stays open, no hunching in. We stay open in our chest. However we can make it. If we can only make it right here, that's awesome. I'm working. Foot comes down next to the other one. Inhale and reach up in our mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come down to the mat. Step back to down dog. Roll forward into plank. Everybody drop your knees. Everybody come down into child's pose. Remember, in our child's pose, our knees should be wide so our belly fits in between them. We stretch out our arms in front of us. That was like almost perfect half an hour. All right. So concludes the power portion of our class. If you survived, I hope you have a little bit of a sweat going on. If you didn't work hard enough, or it's not warm enough in your house. I certainly got a little sweat going on. So now comes for the relaxation and recuperation and the fart pose, because Jessica Shaw said that we had to do the fart pose. So if you fart, it's okay. Only your kids and cats will laugh at you. Where do I want to start? All right, we are going to start on our back. I think we're going to start in a what is that? A propped bridge. So our pillow is going to come around behind us. We're going to put it underneath our butt in just a second. We're going to lay back. Our knees are going to be bent. And usually when we're in bridge, our butt comes way up, and we're really working our abdominal muscles. This is actually a really nice break for your lower back. You want to tuck your lower back in just a little bit to kind of stretch out those bottom muscles. And we're just going to relax here. This portion is going to be a lot of mental work. It's going to be a lot of quiet. So it's time for some reflection. I think now is a great time to make a gratitude list in your mind. Gratitude is definitely not one of those things that we think about nearly enough, even if you try and do something a little bit every day. This is also a good time to repeat 3 nice things to you. Maybe you can make a nice things list. It doesn't have to be just 3. It could be 5 or 10. You could start thinking about that. But this portion of our program is going to be a lot of mental work and a little bit less physical work.
Is that cool there? There's much on it.
It is cooler now. Would you find me a strap? I forgot I needed a strap.
Yeah.
Thank God for lovely assistance, right? So I want you to come back into your breathing. I want a pretty strap. I need a pretty strap.
gonna take our pillow out from under. Well, actually, you leave your pillow right underneath your butt. We're just gonna sit up, and you can sit on your pillow. I've lost some cushion in my butt. I need some. I'm gonna turn to face you guys now. We're gonna sit in a straddle position, and we're going to grab our handy dandy straps. So get yourself a lovely assistant to go grab you one. We're gonna take our strap, and we're gonna gently hook it over one foot. And we're gonna take our opposite hand to our foot. We're gonna grab the strap, and we're gonna bring our chest. Well, although it should be straight, our back should be straight, our chest comes down towards our knee. If you can reach your foot, that's great, but if you can't, that's what the strap is for. This stretch is really great, and it really looks like a leg stretch, and I do feel it a little bit in the hamstring and the back of my leg, but really mostly I feel it as a side stretch in my back for my lower lats. So again, if you need your strap, you can definitely be holding on to your strap. We're not all yoga masters here, and it's okay. Gently let go of your strap, roll up, give yourself a shoulder roll. Then we're going to take our strap to our other foot. The strap comes around the foot. Our opposite hand of our foot grabs a hold. We bring our chest down to our knee. You'll probably find that you're more flexible on one side than the other. That's okay. If you need a slight micro bend in your knee to make this more comfortable, that's okay too. Gently let go and roll up. Alright, we're going to come out to the front. If you have a second pillow or a blanket or something to kind of prop your chest up. Let's see. Pillows get folded up nice. Blankets get folded up nice. We're going to come up to the front. I'm really going to sit here for a little bit, so really make sure that you're comfortable and this is not too much of a strain on you. Once you get yourself comfortable and seated, we're going to hold this pose for about 20 breaths, which is a minute and a half. Gently roll up all the way into a straight back. Bring your legs in if you'd like. Or even up. Yeah, let's come up here. Do a half staff. This is pretty comfortable. I like this one. We're going to take our strap back. We're going to hook that around our foot. We're just going to bring our chest more squarely this time to our foot. You can even put if you have a lot of space here, you can even put your pillow in between your knee and your chest. Gently roll up. Other leg comes out. We're gonna hook our foot squarely, nice and bringing your chest down towards your knee. Alright, roll up. Sit in a comfortable, easy pose, however you can be comfortable for a minute. Legs crossed, legs straight, it's alright. Back is nice and straight with proper arch in the lower back. Neck is nice and aligned. And I want you to look down. Look up.
If it hurts your neck, don't do it. Bring your neck neutral. Look left. Look right. Bring your head neutral. I want you to bring your ear to your left shoulder. Gently grab it. Reach up with your left hand. Pull just very lightly. Release. Bring your head back to center. Bring your ear to your right shoulder. Reaching up. Just using the weight of your hand to pull down gently. Release. Do a couple shoulder rolls. Maybe a head roll. That's nice. We are going to we're going to use our chair next, or a wall if you have. We're going to do legs up the chair, legs up the wall. So if you like, you can bring your pillow around behind you. Thank you, May. Chair is great. Wall is great. So legs just come up. I personally like to have my legs bent anyway. If you want your legs straight up the wall, that's okay too. If you've got a wall. Alright, so if your legs aren't bent already, I'm going to encourage you to bend your leg. We're going to take one of our legs, we're going to cross it over in front of us, and we're going to use that bent leg to bring our knee and our ankle together at the same time towards our body. So the overall action is going to be like this, but we're going to do it very gently with our knee. We should be feeling the stretch right here in the back of our leg. This is a supine pigeon. It's like pigeon pose, except it's the most regressed version.
very easy to get into for just about anybody. If you need to scoot your butt closer to the chair or the wall, you can make it a little deeper. If you need to scoot your butt further away from the chair or the wall, you can make it less deep. You really want your knee and your ankle to come towards your body at the same rate. So you don't want your knee way in. You want them to be more parallel. Gently switch your feet. Cross the other leg over. Don't worry, one of your legs is going to be more flexible than the other. I touched you. You do, baby. Uncross your legs. We're reaching between our legs and grab both of our feet into a happy baby. So I like to grab on the inside of my feet. It's a happy baby pose. I love happy baby. Really opens up your hips. You can have your knees bent, or you can have your legs straight. I really feel like it's more of a hip opener if your legs are bent, though. You can really pull those knees into your chest. Don't worry, you're home in your living room by yourself, hopefully. So though you're exposed to the world is only your living room. Go ahead and let that go. Come away from your wall or your chair. And want to be able to extend both legs out straight. I'm just gonna rotate.
Do you want me to move the chair?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna rotate. Alright, so both of our legs are out straight. We're gonna bring our right leg up into our chest. And as promised, this is our wind releasing pose. It doesn't look so, it looks pretty innocuous, but the actual name is wind releasing pose, so it's our fart pose. If you feel the need. Good for digestion. Go ahead and release that leg, straighten it out, grab a hold of the other foot, other leg. Hug it in towards your body. If you need to be a little bit off to the side to accommodate your belly, even I do, that's okay. If you're only hugging up here on your knee, well, that just changes the stretch a little bit, but it's nice still. Gently release that down. And we're going to come into our final resting pose. I usually, a lot of times I have my legs bent up in my Shavasana. You can have your legs bent, pillow underneath you, your blanket on top of you. You can be on your side. A lot of times I'm on my side or on my tummy. I just find it more comfortable to rest that way. Find whatever works for you, and we're going to come into our Shavasana. All we want is the one sound. This is the time to come back to your gratitude list. Come back to your nice things list. Your breathing can start to return to normal. I want you to slowly start waking your body back up. If your legs are bent, straighten them. I want you to start wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Maybe do some ankle circles, some wrist circles. I want you to wake your face up by giving a big smile, cheesy smile, maybe a yawn. One last time, I want you to bring your knees up into your chest and give them a hug. And if it's comfortable for you, roll over onto one of your sides. We're going to take our 5 final breaths of our practice. Breathing in our health and wellness. Breathing in our gratitude and our positive list of attributes. And breathing in our satisfaction of a practice well done. We're gonna breathe out all the negative things that we want to leave behind. 5 deep breaths out. Breathing out negative self-talk. The worry of today, the stress of tomorrow. Breathing out everything you want to leave behind. When you're ready, make your way back into a comfortable seated position. We want to bring our hands into heart center prayer. Just a little to the left over our heart. Our chin comes down to our hands. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in each and every one of you. Thank you for allowing me to guide your practice. Namaste, ladies, and God bless. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll ask Mom to look at the computer screen if you guys have any questions. Now is a good time about poses or breathing or anything. Now is a good time to ask the yoga teacher. You can tell me what you thought, what you liked, what you didn't like. If you couldn't quite get some pose right, I'll stay online for another 15 minutes or until the questions stop, I guess. You guys strong, stretched, and centered. Oh, the music that I played at the very end is from an app called Relax Melodies. I really hope I didn't just jinx that. The music is not mine. Relax Melodies owns it. I don't know who made Relax Melodies, but I love them. It's the music I go to sleep to every night. It's an awesome app. It's got all sorts of white noise sounds. I'll give them a shout out. So if anybody is online, do we have any questions or comments, Mom?
Not yet.
Well, there is a delay.
There is. As soon as one pops up, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Do you want to maybe apologize again for the delay in getting started?
I really am sorry for the delay in getting started. I don't know how Kelly's class went because, of course, I didn't tune in. I was really counting on the recording, but I did give you a pretty solid hour because it's 4:22 now. So I know I started a few, about 15 minutes, but yeah, you got a full hour's worth. I hope nobody was too bored at the very end when we were doing our relaxation technique, but a little bit of everything today. Does it say on there if there's anybody actually watching?
Uh, 3.
There are 3 people watching.
3 watching now.
Okay,
I can't see who they are, but
that's okay. Well, I benefited 3 ladies. That's awesome. That's a small yoga class, so. Hey, baby. Come here, you. Come here, you. Can I get your babies? Can I get your babies on TV? Get them. You're holding my hand pretty good. You're holding my hand pretty good, so I can't get them.
okay, so on the breathing, I can't figure out what you mean by closing your lips and breathing through your mouth still. This is from Sarah Cook,
Sarah Cook. Well,
and she says, great job.
thanks. Well, it's the way that the air shifts in the back of your throat, your epiglottis moves. So, I guess the best ways that I've been able to describe it is that it's kind of like warming up an ice cube in the back of your throat or trying to blow on something in your mouth when your mouth is already full and it's too hot. So it's not really exactly breathing through your mouth because your lips are closed, but
you should be able to feel your Adam's apple move up just a little bit every time you breathe out. And it should be loud. It kind of I told Tara Rankin it sort of sounded like Marge Simpson breathing. You know how she kind of makes that sound? It's kind of like that. But if you can feel your epiglottis move, then you're definitely doing it right. If you can feel your Adam's apple move, then you're definitely doing it right.
She says thank you. Okay, so heavy breathing through your nose. Got it.
Yeah. And the heavy breathing through your nose and really engaging your diaphragm has always helped me whenever I had hiccups. That yoga breathing helps me when I have hiccups. And I have hiccups a lot. I envision a day in the not so distant future where both me and the baby have hiccups at the same time.
She says the movement in the Adam's apple with a star, with the movement of the Adam's apple. Great job, ladies. That's all Sarah Cook.
Thank you, Sarah Cook, for watching. You rock. You were here and you stuck through my lateness, and apparently you stuck through the whole class because I remember you commented at the very beginning you couldn't see something. You stuck through the crazy ass noise. Let's ask our fearless leaders if they watched, if they're still watching, if they have questions, if we're done.
Worth it. Are you going to do more?
Maybe.
It's from Sarah Cook.
Maybe. It was cool. We'll see if other people have managed to watch watch the recorded part. Maybe it'll be easier if I don't do it live too. Live is kind of
Complicated.
threw me off a little. Oh, awesome.
What?
Okay, well, some people at least started watching it. Got some Facebook comments here that Perla Delgado and Jen Frank got to see some of it. Alright, I'm gonna close it down. If there's no more questions, I love you guys.
Live made me show up, honestly. If it wasn't live, I probably would have blown it off.
Oh. Well, maybe I'll make some more live ones.
Sorry.
Alright, I don't remember how I stopped this last time.